Hello and welcome, Norex here. And today, for our series on Satisfactory Part 2, pretty much just gonna carry on where we left off last time. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, lovely. Power's not going off. Everything's still working. Right, let's do a little bit of a recap on where we were. Still in the early game. I believe we had just finished this, which is, yeah, this miner, which does 120, but we're bottlenecked to 60 here. 60 input of these smelters, 60 output of these smelters. Bringing that all the way along here. Taking that to these constructors. And making some iron rods. 15 here, 15 here, 15 here, 15 here. Leading to... Oh, that doesn't seem right. Right, it's because it's taking some time for these things to fill. That will balance out, but in total that is 60 in and 60 out. And right here we are collecting 30 per minute here in this storage bin, and 30 of it is coming here to these constructors making screws. Which is all, in the end, going to end up in this bin. Slowly, but that's why we have bins here. Bins, storage containers, whatever you want to call it. So, what were we planning on doing? So, I need more, not steel plates, iron plates. And I'm thinking of doing something like this yet again. So, let us get what we can from here and bin everything. Okay. I still want to bring it in this direction. One, because that is where the space is at the moment. I don't want to bring it towards these. Also, I want to eventually, rudimentary, very simply, combine it here with these screws to make reinforced plates. We're probably going to have to go up for that section up there, which is a little bit annoying, but as a temporary solution that should be fine. Let me just quickly check something when it comes to the stream. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Just making sure that everything is actually up and running. I do not want to hear that. Yes, okay. Sweet. That is fine. I'm just double checking that everything's up and running. Because, yeah, yesterday was, as I said many times, it was my first stream. Not very polished. Did a few things wrong. I upped the gameplay, not sensitivity, but audio. And I made sure that now I'm not going to hit my mic. Hopefully. I am still a buffoon, so who knows? I think I might still hit my mic. Now, this is too high up. I want it still at the same level as this. So I'm tempted to just build across And it looks like it's going to cover it, so yeah. And we are going to run out of concrete at some point today. I do also want to start making the Universal Depot thing, just so I don't need to come grab resources every single time that I need them. So we are going to be looking for summer sloops and the Mercer-spheres as well. Hopefully. If I manage to be quick here. Why is that a no-go? There's the bird. Thank you for moving. Okay. In terms of these, just gonna pull them out of the way. I could technically use the chainsaw, make it a little bit easier for myself, but again, we're stupid. Okay, here I am actually going to use the chainsaw though. Okay, nicely cleared for the most part, and time to build. Miner right here, this way, going into a smelter. I can actually make them like, oh my god, no I can't. Right, this is 120. So I'm going to need, for now, 2 smelters, but I need to be able to build them out. Since we are kind of already on the wall here, I'm going to build 4 of them. I think they're a little bit too close, actually. Let's build it here. Iron, 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 and iron. Sweet. We also need to do splitters on all of them. Now, the reason why I'm making the input this way instead of this way is because at some point when we are going to expand this, I do like running a conveyor lift from this outport upwards. So that's why I'm doing that. Getting on top of these gets a lot easier towards the late game. Okay, let's move this around a little bit. Let's make that there, and let's make that there. Not straight, not pretty, but does the job. I shall also connect these up as well. And where should this power go? What is free here? Perfect. Right, so that is all of my smelters done. Only these 2 are gonna really be working. So, what do I want to do now? constructors. Let's make the outboard first. So, do I want to bring it this way, or do I want to keep going this way? Ooh, questions. This way is going to be more compact, so let's bring it this way. Oops. Boom. Now constructors. So what do we want to be doing with these constructors? Just the plates? Yes, just the plates. That's pretty much the only thing that we are looking to make. Oh, how much iron? 30 each. So pretty much one constructor per one smelter. At some point, we are going cable. At some point, we are going to be upgrading these belts on both of these lines. So our production will hit 120 per minute. So I do want to future-proof a little bit. Yesterday was very, very lazy. Oh, I can actually start making cable here now that I've got the power budget for it. Yep, I'm just gonna make some cable by hand first, and then just kind of leave that in surplus. So as and when I need it, I can just go back there and grab it. Cable. Yeah, we shouldn't be using this bench for much longer, but every so often we might come back here. Let's carry on. Boom, and boom. Yeah, as you can tell, constructors are a lot wider than smelters. Smelters are fairly thin, so yeah, keeping everything compact does become a little bit of a hassle later in the game. That's why you kind of build vertically, and as an idiot, as a guy who's very into just, does it work? Cool, I don't care about the rest. I don't really mind doing splitters, mergers, kind of clipping each other. Sometimes I might care. At the moment though, I don't really care that much. Also, yes, we do need to make some plates at the moment. Yeah, sorry that I was a little bit late to the stream today. I was having some last minute heart attacks with OBS. And yeah, I'm just double checking my stream. I know I probably shouldn't. So yeah, if you do hear a little bit of audio just kind of repeating itself, that's why. Okay. So, plates have been done. Okay. So, what I do like to do here sometimes is just cheese it a little bit. just kind of set it down somewhere where it will connect, face it the right direction, lock it, and then kind of nudge it to the correct place. Shit. If I do that here, that should be fine to then. Yes. Perfect. Cool. Yep, again, very ugly, very simple though. Clipping it into the wall. Just want to get it done. And connect these up to power. Jump. 1, 2. 1, 2. Lovely. That one's full, and I believe this one's not. Perfect. Okay, so we are now making plates as efficiently as we can for now. Just build a little extension to that. In terms of making reinforced plates, which is just normal iron plates, which is right here, and some screws, which are right here, we need I'm actually thinking, instead of building up and then kind of doing it up there, what we could do to keep it compact is bring it over this way. No, but then that's gonna make it a bit too compact, so it's a little bit... No, that should be fine. Because then I could just build off the edge and give myself even more space. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I'm liking the idea of this. Okay. I do have 1,000 leaves, so let's go see how these are doing. Chuck some in there. And chuck some in there, so they can start making fuel again. And grab the fuel from here. And here, and double check these, because keeping this topped up, very important. They're running out of fuel faster than I would like. Yep, they're running out of fuel way too quick, so I've got to keep them topped up. Okay, back to building. So, mergers should definitely be going this way, just to keep everything in line and everything flowing. Get a little bit more height if you kind of crouch jump. Not too sure why, but hey, I'm gonna abuse it. Okay. Oh yes, okay. I have forgotten though. So, when it comes to the reinforced plates, you can't use a constructor. You need to use a machine that we haven't unlocked yet. So, looks like we're doing them by hand. Fun! So, we might as well grab all the plates we can. jump up there. Okay. And grab... Ooh. Wow. That actually filled up fairly quick. Grab all the screws we can and grab... Yeah, this is what I was expecting. Grab all of these. At this point, we do not need this. So I'm just going to bin them. We do not need this. We don't need this. And we don't need this. Limestone, I'll keep since I haven't actually got... no, I kind of do. So yeah, I'll get rid of this as well. This I'll keep. The rest of this stuff I will keep in my inventory. Reinforced iron plates. Remembering to keep roughly 100 just so we can finish off this milestone. Boom. Launch. Sweet.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency in alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Thank you, Ada. I kind of wasn't listening. I was too fixated on how far I can see it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna need the assembler to do the reinforced plates. So, shall we get on that, or shall we... Anything for exploring? Nope, not particularly. So yeah, we might as well do that. Right, I need to wait for this to return. That gives us time to literally just grab some cables from over here.
Do we need that?
No. No, we don't. Yep, that's going, and this is also going. Cool. Yeah, since we need to wait for this to return, there's not really much I can do because I've kind of set everything up for next steps. We're literally just waiting for iron plates to kind of be done and for this to return. And I guess concrete to carry on pumping out. So do we need 300? Tempted. Should we just go exploring now? I wonder. Because yeah, it's gonna take a while for us to get enough plates. And actually, before I forget, what I can do while we explore is one of these so I can fill up. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. It makes it so much easier to just grab stuff from in here. Yeah, I think we should go explore. Why the hell not? Let's just dump some of this stuff in here. Don't need concrete for this, but I'm gonna pick it up anyways. Oh! Don't make the mistakes of yesterday and fall off that cliff 10 times. Please. Please. I will be better. Yeah, very, very awkward place to build this. This 100% my mistake. 100%. And I will dump everything I don't really need in here. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Let's go exploring after I grab some solid fuel. Might as well cut stuff down whenever I need to. Right. Bitrate on YouTube will be awful. I'm still not too sure what's happening with the bitrate on YouTube. So until the video comes out of this live stream, my apologies. Especially since it's just a bunch of foliage. YouTube compression is not gonna like this. Hello. Yeah, combat in this game, fairly easy. Did you not drop anything? Oh, okay. I can't find it. But yeah, we're literally just going to grab as much as we can of just everything. I don't really see a point on kind of like only taking spheres or only taking summer sloops. Not until later part of the game. Then that matters.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
I did not realize we had Caterium right here. We won't be able to unlock it until later because of the big rock. But damn, this is actually like surprisingly a good area. I genuinely thought this was the worst. But actually, playing in it, it seems to be the best. I have no complaints. Apart from the awkward terrain, but where you are, you're off a cliff. You can just build off the cliff. Can I? Yes, I can. Yeah, I'm gonna cut these massive trees. Purely for wood. Oh, there is a slug. Oh, okay, that was weird. Nothing up there. I have a feeling there's something in that tree, but I'm not going to be able to get in there. There's a Mercer sphere up there. Let us go grab that. Because I think we should be able to build upwards now. Foundation, ramp 4. Moron. I put all my materials away. Of course I did. So, looks like we're sticking to the ground, boys. sticking to the ground and fighting off some animals. Yeah, I really didn't think about that one, did I? We are getting a lot of power slugs though, which is a pretty good thing for now. I want to grab this and kind of run. Because these things, if you spend too long next to them, they start spewing poison. Poison is not really compatible with life. Later in the game, we can either blow them up or get a gas mask. That is not an option right now. Okay, that's copper. Don't really want to go off this cliff. Just some poison stuff there. There's nothing else that I can get over there, really. Time to wander in... well, in that direction there's not really much either. Oh. Another power slug. Very useful. Grab it and run. Oh. Limestone. We might as well grab this sulfur.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fix-it helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Coal. Okay. Did not know coal came in this form, but sure. Sure. Slug down there. Yeah, power slugs are fairly common in this game. Crap, what's after me? A shooty boy. Did I just punch it?
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures. The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
So, I am going to apologise, because I have not activated arachnophobia mode.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Initial data suggests these are predators, but notably they do not have a traditional mouth or eyes.
Oh.
There are, however, numerous cavities on their head which could fulfill a similar function.
Wow.
Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
And yeah, they do sometimes get quite big and scary. Not now. Well, not for now, at the very least. They're kind of weak as well. These tiny ones anyways. So, yeah. A purple power slug. Please let that one be small. Perfect. I wonder where this cave goes. Nowhere of importance. Ay, yoy, 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 yoy. How did I not get hit? Ow. Ow. Where'd he go? There he is. Where'd the other one come from? Okay. Cool. 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 I don't know how that worked, but it did. Right. Where are we going? Our base is that way, which means we shall go that way. Crud. Ow. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Ah, yeah, run. Ooh. A yellow power slug. Shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Get on top of this. Get on top of the rock! Oh. Oh. Cool. Just heal 3 bars real quick. And then just try to jump there. I personally don't think I can make it, but we might as well give it a try. Oh, that was awful. Yeah. Cool. Right. I think that is a summer sloop right there. I'm not too interested in summer sloops right now. I'm more interested in Mercerspheres. Or like crash sites. I know there'll be a few Mercerspheres over there. Oh, which way should we go? Let's just go towards the base. Oh no. Oh no. Well, poo. Might as well mine this. Absolutely useless to me, by the way. Oh. Okay, just need to try not get hit. As I literally just run into them. Or I need to run home. Oh. Oh, look at them. They're like, they've got reindeer noses. Spitters. Right. Just move around this dude. I'm not interested in a fight. My base is... Run. I'm glad I've mastered the movement in this game. Or semi. Mastered it. Ow. Right, I should be able to jump from one rock to another. Yes. And I don't think they can reach me from this point, so that's good. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that there's no Mercer Spheres near me, apart from the one that I saw like way up on high ground, but I cannot reach it. But we're back. So let's see how many plates we've made. Loads. Very nice. And that means I can finish this off. Boom. Launch.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Thank you, Ada. You see my purpose in life. Striking objects. Okay. So, we need to start making rotors. As far as what Ada's just said, we can't make rotors, we have to use assemblers. Which is absolutely fine. But I didn't quite think about this. If we make rotors, where are we going to put them? Or assemblers for the rotors, where are we going to put them? Because I'm thinking of coming back here for reinforced plates. But I'm also thinking of putting it just about here, just because everything is here. Do I have to start building up already? Kinda don't want to. But at the same time, I have a feeling that's the only logical option. Let's see what other milestone I could do first. Just in case there's one that I can do pretty much straight away. Yes. Again, wait for everything first. Boom, boom, pow.
A baby could have found this.
Alright. Unnecessary. Ada, that was unnecessary. That's just mean. Right, put those away, put that away, put that away, away. Mycelium goes away as well. Sort this out. Sulfur goes away. And these remains go away. Cool. Let's make some more fuel. Put these down to. There's enough. these up. What are we waiting for? Yes, for the pod to return. Then we can do this and other milestones. We could do this as well. But yeah, no, we should probably get started on the assemblers and where to put them, what we're doing with them. Could as well. Yeah. So I'm actually going to make the rotors right here. I might push this like somewhere else. Right there, for example, next to the fuel. Actually, yes, I'm going to do that now. I'm not losing anything by doing this. Boom. Just never walk through this door. Right. Assemblers. Now, these take 2 inputs. What? How the hell does that make sense? Why do I need rotors to make rotors? That's so dumb. How am I going to make a rotor? I can't build it. Huh? Oh my god, I can build it. I feel so stupid. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards in currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Mile. We're not in America. Unless you are, but that is irrelevant to me, as you can probably tell by my accent. So, we've made enough rotors. I don't think I'm going to need more for now. And let's just grab some from here. Right, assembler. Cables. Let's go grab them. 200 of them. Very nice. What is needed. So, for a rotor, you need 100 screws per minute. Yeah, this is reminding me how annoying screws could be. Okay, 100 screws per minute and 20 rods per minute. Cool. This is 60 rods in Yep. 60, 20, 20, 20. Yep, I can bring this over here. Again, clipping, fine for me. I'm fine with it clipping. And we can make some assemblers. Okay. Gonna push it as much to this side as possible. Just thinking, how do I get the screws over here? 100 screws per minute as well. How do I get that over here? Semi-cleanly. Let's just push this one block that way. Rotors. I'm only going to use 2 for now. I don't think I'm going to need more than this for a while. Close up. Not leaving a lot of space for the screws, but that's okay with me. I'm not going to build up, so for the sake of semi-cleanliness, I'm just going to do this. And you know what? I'm going to do it here as well. This is back. Let's see what other things we can do. That one can't do because of the rotors. I'd like to do logistics too, actually. More rods, more plates. Oops. I would like to speed this up, but I know I can't. Okay, and reinforced plates. I'm going to build these. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep this as far right, this right, as possible. That doesn't look very straight to me. There we go. This is going to get a constant 60 screws per second, per minute, sorry. And these are going to get 60 screws per minute. Perfect. So, this is done. Probably like to change where this is going later, but that will be a problem for later. Storage. Just chuck it in, to be honest. Right, and rotors should end up in this small storage container. Now, reinforced plates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a splitter here, because I will eventually speed this up. What's doing? 40 per minute. Okay. And I will make them reinforced plates first. Reinforced plates. I could put them here, but then I only really have space for one. Or I could put them here. To be honest, I think I'm forced to put it here, because that's the only place that has space for two of them. Yeah. These plates are extremely annoying to make. So, yeah. This is our life now. Building plates. I'm not too sure if we need 40. I'm just going to say that we need about 30. Oh, 30 is overkill. That's fine. Right. Put that here. Not even clipping, to be honest, so yes, I'm happy to put it here. Those plates. Modular frame, we don't need to worry about modular frame now. So I am not going to. No point stressing if you don't have to. Let's... This will go over here. But since I do still need plates, I am going to create a new storage bin just over here off a splitter. You know what, let me get rid of this. sake of it being straight, might as well. Boom, boom. Not going to get as many plates as before, but still should get enough for it to function well enough. What is our output here, actually? Now we're getting slightly worse output here. Once I'm able to get signs and stuff, then I'm going to clearly mark them. But right now, I don't have signs, so 30, 60, 120. Where is the bottleneck? It's these two. Right, this is the bottleneck, 60. These two are the only two that are working, really. So 40 is the output at the moment. And if 40 is the output, here should be 20, and this should be 20 as well. I need 30. Cool. Can't really help this at the moment, because these are the fastest belts we have. Anywhere? Yes, I can. Cool. I'm gonna bring him that way. And this way. I'm going to fill these up manually. Nice. Right, that's all covered. They're making plates and these are making rotors. Sweet. Everything is working. So far. Yep, I knew that was coming. Right, this can get pretty dangerous now. Losing power can get really dangerous. Because if I cannot start making enough power... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need these. Kinda didn't want to use these, but I'm forced to. If I kind of just run out of fuel, I can't then make fuel. Not easily, not quickly. So yeah, that can be quite annoying. It gets way more dangerous towards the late game when you're dealing with oil, because you need power to then make power. And if you run out of power, you kind of have to kickstart with a bunch of biomass burners. And that can get... What? Right, because those are turned on. Makes sense. I just need another one of these. There's no way around it. Didn't really want to, but fine. I need copper. I don't have copper. Right, time to make it manually. Ah, the joys. wait and see on my YouTube live stream. Again, not really too sure why. I will have a look at it when I've got time. But right now, let's try to do this. Right, let's get rid of this. So I can connect this to this, and this back to this. Half of that there. Tell you what, can I get away with just using one of these? If I'm lucky. Max consumption. And capacity is this much. Cool. This and this, they're the only two numbers. How the fuck does that work? Maximum consumption was lower than my capacity. Right. That capacity included this because it had residual fuel burning. Makes sense. Let's make a platform for this. Tell you what, let's do a proper line for these burners. So I don't need to... Oh. So I don't need to fill them back up. They just fill up automatically by themselves. Long and 3 wide. Perfect. That can go. Power. Biomass. I want to build them over here. Okay. Where did all of my plates go? I'm just going to grab them out of here. I need power to turn back on as soon as possible, because right now I'm genuinely wasting time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them for now. Let's do. Let's do this. And completely jump over it. Cool. Okay, production. Organizer. But I don't have a splitter, smart splitter yet. That's not going to be as useful then. So I'm just going to have to create 2 2 bins for now. And 2 sets of constructors. Why is this music so creepy? You're not that game, pal. You're not that game. Alright, this one's going to be wood. This one is going to be leaves. Leaves in here. Wood in here. Because you're in the same box as this. I'm gonna have to put you there, but that's gonna be a problem. I can move it back. That's fine. No problem. It's gonna look a little bit weird, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I hope you are too. Boom, boom. Merger. Nothing in the middle. This takes biomass and makes it into solid fuel. And it spreads it to all of these. Perfect. That's 4. How is... Right, because it's in the middle. Okay. So, if we put... I'm going to put 100 in each. And hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, doing it like with all these machines. Perfect. Doing all these machines, very power expensive. And in fact, I'm actually going to go grab some materials to burn. Time to deforest some stuff. I need some power myself. trying to gain wood as much as possible. Just because wood is just more efficient. Don't get me wrong, wheats are great, but wood is just more efficient. Such a shame as well. These trees are actually quite nice to look at. Okay, inventory not full yet. I think this is all that we're going to need for now. So, let's go back. I won't be able to do that. Okay, wood in here, correct. And leaves in here. Cool. These should be making solid fuel for a while. I would like to speed this one up, but I kind of can't. Okay. Hey, rotors are being made. Let's go, son. These are being made as well. Sweet. Okay. Let's just get this milestone finished up.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fix-It.
Yes, Ada. No problem, Ada. Okay, I can now walk out of here and not feel too bad. Okay, rotors are fairly efficient. I don't need them. Even though that could have been because they were using the surplus of screws that I gave it. So in that case, fair enough. What else do I need to do? Don't really need to touch concrete for a while. I'm gonna need to build the space elevator. Yeah. I haven't made the MAM yet. Oh my god. Such an integral part of this game. Alright, let's build the MAM. Alright, let's unlock all of these. Oh, okay, don't know what happened there. One, two, three, four. Might as well take those. Don't need this yet. And before I just go to the MAM, I'm just gonna put these here. 1 and 2. Excuse me.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and the message you just skipped is one of the winners of the monthly Pioneer's Choice Most Interesting Message Award. What a shame.
Yeah, sorry Ada, I don't care.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of the— I see that I'm talking too slow for your taste.
Yeah.
I hope that was enlightening.
Yes. Yes, it was.
This semi-slug, now dubbed Power Slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location. Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
Yeah, on second thought, I'll just make some copper using the I'm gonna make some wire using the copper that I have. Might as well make this all into wire and straight to the MAM. I do want to unlock this, but at the same time, don't really want to make power shards yet. And I do really want to make this though. I haven't unlocked steel. Can't make that. Okay, screw it. I might as well overclock production. Absolutely pointless, to be honest, for now. I'm just gonna make one, so I have the ability to in the future. So, pretty much what this does, this overclocking production, I'll explain it and I'll show you. If Ada doesn't explain it better than me.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of explained it. So overclocking is now possible using those power shards, but you consume a lot more power. So if you're at twice the speed, you consume, I believe, twice the amount of energy. Maybe more, just to deter you from overclocking. But you can also now underclock. So you can choose to consume less power at a slower machine rate, which at the moment, this one might as well be slower. Might as well be 50%, 60 per minute, because the belts that are coming into it can only do 60. So right now I might as well use less power. Same with this one, 50% will be absolutely fine. Just conserving power as much as possible. Same with this. And I haven't actually lost any efficiency here. I'm still running everything as hard as I can without upgrading the belts. But I'm just consuming less power. That's it. See that slightly here? Yeah, there's a little downtick here and a little downtick here. Same with this, 50%. Most likely I'll have to turn these back up later as well, annoyingly. But what can you do? This can run at 100%. This side. So really, I shouldn't even be running this one at all. It will be useful just in case this fills up. Then it will automatically be efficient here. So I'm actually going to leave that the way it is. Oh, this right, 25% here, and then 25% here. Conserving fuel. That's the aim of the game right now.
Just get back to work.
Right now, as soon as there's 4 of them, I could just literally split it off here. And you know what? I am actually going to do that. I'm just going to cut this off. So now I can run these at 100%. They're working 100% efficiency, 60 input, 60 output. These aren't going to consume any power if they're not working. It is going to inflate my maximum consumption line, power line, this blue line, but nothing too bad. As you can see, I'm using a lot less power than I was before, so I'm going to be burning less fuel. I'm going to get fuel less often. Same with this. Okay, and nothing's running slower. I haven't lost production. I have only made things more efficient in terms of power. I want... What's half of 30? 15. Yep, 15 per minute screws and 15 per minute screws here as well. 30 in total because the belt is 60. And then it's getting split in half over there, so 30 is the input here. Cool. Right. A lot less power consumption than before. This one's full. This one's kind of getting there. This is semi getting there. Okay, they're not running out yet. Right, let's grab some materials so we can move on. Cable, how much cable do I have? Enough. Cool. Yes.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed, individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
As far as I can tell, no one seriously uses jump pads. So, we're good there. I've never used them before. Wow, there's a lot of presents. I might as well.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
Whoever voiced Ada needs a raise. One second, let me get the timer back up. Actually, what I might do is start speeding up production of certain things. So when it comes to yes, okay. When it comes to this, I'm going to start speeding up production. So let's extend this by 2. The last two don't need to be fast, but this does, so does this. And now this needs to be faster. Oh no. Good enough. Merger here and merger here. This doesn't need to be fast, this doesn't need to be fast, but this does. So does this, and this. Oh, technically these should be double speed right now. I think this is gonna have to be the first vertical thing that we do. Okay. In terms of building upwards, people do it differently. I do it a very strange way. So I haven't seen anyone do it like this before. And to be honest, I don't think I'm able to do it without a jetpack. Let me just try again. Vantage point. Which is pretty much on top of these machines. They have a ladder on the side. Cool. So what you can do is you can build on top. Block it, but then nudge it upward once. I also do need to turn it around. So, turn it around, block it, nudge upwards once. Boom. This isn't a pretty way to do it. Then what I can do is I can build to the side of it, but it's a different elevation. So, build to the sides, lock it, nudge it down, build, delete the original one, and now I can just go up this. They will be at the same height, and it will be as compact as possible. Not pretty, but it will be compact. Okay, also, what I should do is put two of these. 2, 1, 2. Also, when you do this, these don't line up perfectly. So, adds to the ugliness of it. So I am now making 120 rods per minute. These all up and perfect. So, this can be a 60, this can be a 60, this cannot. And on this. These can all be 60s, because there's 3 different outputs. Even though this one is actually blocked. Just these machines have reached capacity, so now it's backing up this line. Even so, 60 there, 60 there, perfectly fine. I could build more. Oh, one other thing. This game has a built-in calculator. I will try use it as much as possible, but personally I'm used to just doing it on my phone real quick. Also it saves numbers, which is super important for me. So, input is 10, but output is 40 screws per minute. If I make 4, so an extra one, 40 times, where's the start? Is 160. Wait, 3. 120. Okay, already with 3. What I can do now then, is I can condense this down. I don't need to use 3 separate storage bins. All I need to do is this. Missing materials. Not anymore. This. This. That light. No, I don't even need to do this. There we go. 1, 2, 3. This is the one that needs to be quick. This one. Why did this get deleted? No idea. Let's build using this for now. But we should replace this, 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 and this. So now, 60 is going this way, 60 is going this way. What we can do is double this speed, because we are getting double the amount of screws now. So double this. Iron plates, 15 iron plates, 30 iron plates. I don't think we are making 30 iron plates at the moment. And then there's also going to be 60 this way. So I can also double this. So 30%, 30, 30. Sweet. Also going to top it up with screws, just because I have so many. Right. Right. Let's sort out this production line. 1. We should probably wait for some plates. Yeah, we are running very low. Sun's getting real low. And actually, what we'll do is we'll just manually make some, just to speed it up, so we don't have to wait 10 minutes just for some plates. Okay, I think that should be enough for now. Also, I didn't really explain this, but if you have a belt, you can, or anything, machines, miners, some machines, you can just do a straight upgrade. Just click on them, everything will still be connected, cables, power, belt lines, they'll all still be connected. It just doesn't upgrade. Super, super useful. Set this to 100% speed. Take this. This needs to be fast. This doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't need to be fast, but I should reconnect this. So now this is 120 output. So going this way, upgrade this, and upgrade this. And upgrade this. 30, 60, 90, 120. Perfect. So now these are the maximum plates, which 20 times 4 equals, I cannot be asked to do the math. Even though it would have been way faster to do the math. 80. So, now we're getting 40 per minute here. And then 40 per minute this way. Which is actually a surplus for this machine, so we should be getting a little bit more once these fill in here. Oh my god, this is all powered by burners. That scares me. I don't know why, but I always have an innate feeling of just, I need to get off the burners as fast as possible. Not even because they don't, make enough power. They make enough power, but I don't trust them. I don't know why. I just don't trust them. Okay, these are still going. This is still going. Perfect. I'm actually going to speed these up. Oop. 1, 2. So this will be running at 60. This will also be running at 60. Boom, boom. This needs to be running at 120. So this can run at 120 as well. Oh my god, this was never turned on. Shame, shame, shame. You guys were probably screaming at me, being like, that's not right. That's the thing with this game. You always forget something. Sometimes you'll be running around being like, what's wrong? Why isn't it working properly? In theory, it should be doing this. And then you're just running around trying to find out what it is. And then you find it and you're like, finally. This is why. Happens all the time, especially with liquids. Once you do get onto like liquid stuff. But yeah, small mistake. Didn't cost us anything at the moment. So we are happy, happy, happy. Whoa, this is 300 per minute. Okay, we can drop this down to 40%, I think. Yes. Just consume the wood slower. No, actually. We should drop this down to 20%. Yep. Yeah, we don't want to overclock this yet. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to end the stream a little bit early. No, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this built, the space elevator, which literally just takes materials. That's it. I'm going to build it probably not there. Maybe somewhere over there. No, that's actually an awful idea. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see together actually. We've still got another 10 minutes at the very least. I'm going to need a lot more copper wire than that, so I'm also going to make some manually. Bloody hell, this is only 200. This will take some time, it looks like. Because, yeah, we need 1,500 copper wire. Seems like a lot, eh? Because it is. Okay. That was a big waste of time. We are nowhere near making this. I have no doubt we have enough rods in here. Yep, plenty. Cool, didn't even need 3 stacks, but why not? Okay, tell you what, I will put it right behind this. Space elevator needs a lot of space. I would argue too much. To be honest, I don't even think this is enough space. But we will make do. Yeah, this should be enough. I can clip it into the wall a little bit as well. So there shouldn't be... Oh, these are filled up quite nicely. Okay. Yeah, I left myself some space on this side just in case I do run out of power. Then I could just add more on this side. No biggie. Right, we are literally just waiting for copper. Probably should make a copper production line with this at this point. I could. I really should. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to. Copper does end up, for some reason for me, does end up being like the middle child. Kind of forgotten about, kind of just neglected until I absolutely have to interact with it. So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just gonna stay like this.
I'm sure this is useful to someone, somewhere.
This is 120, right? Yes, it is. Okay. I am. It's taking too long. Might as well try to speed it up. Is there a lower point? Yep, right here. Perfect. I'm going to build some of it in this direction. And then I'm going to bring it back round. So this is 120. And the smelter for it is 30, so I need 4 of them. Correct. I did them way too close. Had a little piggy right there. I didn't like that. 2, 3, and 4. 5 for splitter. Let us do this. This. And oh, this. Yep. Good enough. I actually used the wrong belt for this. This, if I had enough. Playing for 2 hours. Oh yes, I have. You are right, game. Okay. Let us just connect this to that. See if we can speed up anything just quickly, and then we'll see. We'll see if I just need to wait for stuff to be made. Because if that's the case, if it's just going to be a bunch of waiting for us to make some materials, I'm happy to do that off stream. So you guys don't need to just wait around for me to just kind of sit here doing nothing, waiting for, I don't know, stuff to get built. Feeling this is probably going to be 2 stories, because the first story is going to be 4 of them, and that's only 60 input. So yeah, unless I want this to be literally 8 long, which I don't, I need to conserve some space, I'm going to build it up. Oh, I need to connect those to power. Let's not forget about that. I've never seen anyone do it like this. I just kind of found out trying to figure out a way to make it more compact because I was running out of headroom, but I kind of needed another level. So yeah, I just kind of played around with it, made it more compact like this. Someone else came up with it before me, though. Again, this game is being played by an idiot. actually. Otherwise, nothing's really going to get done. Right, will this reach? No. So I have to do this, and then do the space here. So yeah, there you go, that's enough. Pretty much, for the whole game, you are following this model. It's rows of constructors, rows of assemblers, whatever you can think of, and tweaking the power accordingly. Trying not to overclock. You can overclock everything. The issue is you start to run out of power shards. When that happens, you're spending too much time looking for slugs. You can then, towards the later game, create power shards. They're fairly expensive. You don't get many of them per minute. But then power consumption goes way too high, so it's not really worth it there either. So you're also fighting space constraints. Alright, merger, let's bring them this way. Okay, alright, what do I want to do? Cable? Cable? That is being built at a perfectly fine rate. I'm happy with cable. So I'm only going to make 2 constructors of cables. Just to keep it simple. Cable, what does it need? 60 wire per minute. Never mind. I will actually be making more cable than before. Just purely because I've juiced up my copper wire production. Wrong one. So I can do storage container. Entrance, yep. This and then I'm also going to do a storage container on the other side too. Cable 30 per minute. Cool. Right. I'm pretty sure we're making everything that we need right now at pretty close to or as fast as we can. all of these look like they're filled. So the power is not going to be a problem for a while. What else needs doing? That's pretty much it, looks like. Waiting for cable, and I will put down the space elevator for you guys. That's pretty much it, I think. We did use a lot of copper wire here, but we're actually close to being done. I only need 451 more copper wire, and then we can put it down. Actually, it might be a shout building it as well. No. This is way faster than I can. I'm pretty sure. Just grab them here as well from the machine. There you go. Don't know why I didn't do that before. And let's pop this elevator down, shall we? I'm missing concrete. Of course, we have literally just been building stuff, so I'm not surprised. I'm gonna need 500 concrete though, which I do not have. Is this a pure node? It is. 120. I can juice up my concrete production, but I think I will have to do that tomorrow. Right, that's 45 concrete right there. 4 layers that I don't need. There's going to be quite a bit of concrete here. $140. One more. Sweet. Space elevator. I need plates. Okay. And so this is facing towards us. However, I'm not really worried too much about this computer. The part that you actually interface with the space elevator with. That didn't sound right. I care mostly about where those in ports are going to be. So, I'm going to put it sideways. Crime, I know. But I'm going to build it here. Just going to make sure that it's lined up correctly. I can push it back a little bit more. Oh, I can push it this way more as well. Sweet, that should be good enough. It just gives me space to interact with the computer. Space elevator is being built. Trying to get as far away from... I'm sorry. Yeah, can't see it from here now. That's what I get for trying to be cinematic. Don't worry. If you want to see the animation, I will be moving it anyways. And yes, you can move the space elevator. It's not a fixed thing that you have to have in one place and cannot move again. You can move it around. That's not a problem. Just run.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
I will try. I hope. There you go. Space elevator is this. Massive, massive, massive project. And this is our objective for the whole game. Just pretty much upgrading this space elevator every time. Okay. So guys, we've done the space elevator. We've upgraded a lot, and I mean a lot, of our factory workings today. Apart from concrete, annoyingly. We've made the space elevator. Now it's just a question of waiting for materials to just be built. I'm probably just going to leave the game open for a little bit. Save it in like half an hour's time. Just start stocking up on reinforced plating and some rotors. And then we'll get on to actually building new stuff and improving concrete production and smart plating production, which is what you see on the top right. And yeah, that should be all. So, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, and goodbye.